So Trickstar here. So today I'm playing Wright Ace Attorney. I played a little bit of this game like a long time ago. This actually has all three of them. This is the trilogy. But anyway, so we're gonna start with episode 1. I hope you guys are having the bestest days ever. I know I'm not uploading as much as I should, but I'm gonna try to change that, I promise. But anyway, I hope you guys are having the bestest day ever. And yeah, so if you don't know about this game, you basically play as a lawyer or an attorney, and you have to, help your clients, So anyway, let's get started. So episode 1, the first turnabout, and all these are called turnabouts. I don't know. I guess that's a Japanese thing. I don't know. But anyway, I got trophy first steps. Gasp! Gasp! Like I said, I have played like the beginning of this game before, like a long time ago. So I don't really remember that much. But I was like in middle school. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. So somebody killed somebody with a statue. I've got to find someone to pin this on. And we already know who it is. It's a guy with a mole in the middle of his head. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Oh, well, that's not very nice. We got a negative Nancy over here trying to pin murders on people. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. That's how I be talking to. Woo, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean, you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. Isn't that a conflict of interest? He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah, sigh. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Oh, great. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Harry Butts, more like. Ha 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 ha. Anyway. Alright, our school had a saying. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I don't know why I find that funny. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Let's go, let's save Butts! August 3rd, 10 o'clock a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, we're in court already, okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Him. Mr. Wright. This is your first trial, is it not? Yeah, yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Why would you say that? Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gold. Hand shaking. Eyesight. Fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. Hold on, I got it. Alright, that's a little bit better. I gotta turn out the music a little bit, I'm sorry. Next question, I hope you'll ask it to me for that. This is a murder trial, tell me, what's the victim's name? Woo, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? Oh Mia, I'm way up to this. Come on, baby. I didn't mean to call you baby, my boss. You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim? Oh, of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. We can't do this in front of Mia. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Alright, let's look in the case report. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death, 7:31. 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Well, she got smacked with a statue. So, that's it. Cindy Stone is her name. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. That's for sure. Well then, with that face, I don't know how you could be relaxed. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. Oh, look at that guy. We're not losing to this guy. He's a joke. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record statue. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently. Alright. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. Let's go, Mr. Butts. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Oh, look at this man. This man couldn't murder anybody. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Oh, well that's bad. Never mind. Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? That's a good point. But I mean, they all would have died of old age anyway. And they didn't kill each other, so... I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Oh, that's not good. She pulled the streets. Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Oh, okay. So she was like that, huh? Daddies? Sugar? Butts is mad because he ain't the only daddy no more. In fact, he isn't a daddy, she's dead. Alright, yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She had to explain what sugar daddy was to this poor guy. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Yeah, we'll stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Actually, yeah, that is pretty irrelevant to this case. Why would you even mention that? Like, that's not important. Well, I guess it could be important because you might be mad that she's doing other men, but whatever. We'll just say it's irrelevant for now. Oof. Went. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Heh. Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Let's have him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. I mean, it's better if he tells the truth. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Objection! That's what that guy sounds like. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Well, that's actually true, because we saw that a second ago. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Sawit? Oh, look at this guy. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness's account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead. I quailed and frightened and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 o'clock p.m. Well, then you're stupid because guess what? She got murdered between 4 and 5 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. He did tell the truth. He said he was there, but he didn't see her. Yeah. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record. Added to the court record. Blackout record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Well, that checks out. But she also got murdered from 4 to 5, so... Can we say something about that? Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor. Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Okay. Open the court record with the R1 button, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay. Oh, this guy. This guy makes me mad just looking at him. Look at this guy. Alright. Well, we already know what his problem was. It's the fact that he saw her at 1 p.m., right? So we just gotta click it up, I think. Alright, let's present. So, yeah. So this proves that you're wrong. Objection! You found the body at 1 o'clock p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 o'clock p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 o'clock p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. Oh, uh-oh, this guy's screaming at me again. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. No, he says he remembered it. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 o'clock p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Another witness testimony. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of the taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 o'clock p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. But the power was out, right? So she can't be watching TV because the power was out. Dummy. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Yeah, it's just the fact that the power was out at that time. So, haha, you don't make any sense. Okay, so now I just gotta show the blackout record. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Yeah, I don't know. Why is this guy lying so much? You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Oh. Gah. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Well, wait. I remember now. Mr. Sawit. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. For real. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Another witness testimony. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Oh, okay, Mr. Sawit. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. What? That's not the murder victim, though. That must have been what I saw. The murder victim was a statue. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. No, it wouldn't. Or were you listening to him? You did contradict him. That was the worst lie he's had yet. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Cross-examination. Hearing the time. Okay, so all we gotta present is this, right? Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was this statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. Okay. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue, my apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Well, okay, so we know that he murdered her because we saw the cutscene. But how would he know that, like, it tilted if he didn't hit her with it? Like, who tilted it? Galen. I do. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment, obviously. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Avi. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. But why did he kill her? If he's a newspaper salesman. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Well, what's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. No, it's not. We have evidence. Baseless, and that is why you should learn to use evidence, boys and girls. Just look at the witness's face. Every conversation or argument you ever have needs evidence. No. Graw. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, Wow, Andy has a toupee. Andy hit Phoenix. Shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn. Give him death. Order in the court, I said. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Yes, there is. Mr. Wright. Your Honor? You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor? The sound Mr. Sala heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... examine the clock's batteries? I don't know what. Not ask the neighbors. That doesn't make any sense. Try sounding the clock. Yeah, let's do that. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Act! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow because she was in Paris. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Solid heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Solid, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it's easy to prove because we have that passport. It's easy to lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Solid. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. It's obvious that he killed her. Like, why are they so stupid? You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had him. We do have him. We have shown the passport. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Solid. Thank you, Mia. I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right. right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes, duh, I've been saying it. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha, tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves when the clock was running slow. Here we go. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 o'clock p.m. here, it's 1 o'clock a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Okay. Oh yeah. He's gonna faint for everybody, make him to feel bad. Oh, order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Woo! I wish I actually had confetti in places, in court, and it'd be pretty cool. Not really, because one person actually did kill somebody. So. Alright, and with that, this court is adjourned. Like, imagine like the OJ trial, like just a bunch of confetti falls down after they said that he didn't do it. Even though he did do it, but I'm not going to go into that. Rest in peace, OJ. Well, I mean, he's probably not in heaven, but he is. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim was at home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. So that's why newspaper salesman would kill her. Okay. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Woo! I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. And she's looking like she wants some Phoenix right now. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. And she cheated on you, buddy. Let's let her go. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Oh, he's trying to get another girlfriend already? Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Sob. Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, Soka. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him. Huh? Oh, yeah, right. The statue, obviously, right? Like, that seems a bit too obvious. What the heck is she talking about? She's talking about the statue, obviously. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and it killed her. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent buds. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? My boss is in love with us. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh no. Oh no. Dun dun dun. The end. That was easy. A brand new episode has been added. Oh, didn't mean to click on it. Yeah, save my progress. Save my progress. Alright. Bring. Beep. So this is the next case, so I guess we'll go into it a little bit. So yeah, that was an easy case though. Quite obvious. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like this statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight and say 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like, burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Beep. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Dang, she's got a whole day ahead of her. She's not done until 9 o'clock at night. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. So this is at the end of the day, I guess. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho ho, You're not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful, so he probably heard it in the phone recording, I guess. Ho ho. And he's apparently Santa Claus, so I guess that's how he knows everything. My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry, but I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Oh no, he's gonna kill her with the thinker again. Why don't we just get rid of that thing at this point? Alright, and we see that it's a guy with pink hair. Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:08 p.m., Fay & Co. Law Offices. Obviously her sister's gonna come in probably. Uh-oh, I'm late. Oh, it's Phoenix. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood. Mia! Maybe she's in our office. Examine. Okay, no, go back. Move. I guess to the office. That smell. Blood. Sob. Sis. Someone's there. That must be Maya. Chief. 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 Chief! Okay. Who are you? Oh, she just fainted? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. Chief! Where can we move? Alright, let's see what our time's at right now. Alright, so I think we're gonna stop there. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I hope you guys like this game. Most of it is like, you know, just reading what they're saying, but I like games like that. I like detective games, so I don't think I've played one on, not that I can think of it, I don't think I've ever played this one on the channel, but I love detective games. Like, mystery games are probably like one of my favorite genres of games. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I hope you guys have the bestest day ever. Rocket, you can see him, and Flounder said goodbye. Jim said, have the bestest day ever, Dick Allman. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Trickstar, out.